Welcome. My name is Chef Dillon Snider with the Art Institute of Charleston for postandcourier.com. With me today I have Bob Tremayne, and we're going to be making some pumpkin gnocchi with a cardamom cream sauce. First off, we're going to make our actual dough. We'll go over our ingredients real quick so you actually know where we're going with this whole thing. It is very important with this recipe to make sure you have all of your mise en place or everything in its place before you get started. All right. So we have some cake flour, which is going to give this a nice tender consistency instead of just using actual all-purpose flour. We also have some Parmesan cheese, and quite a bit of it if you look at the actual ratio of flour to cheese. All right. So we'll go ahead and mix these ingredients first and make sure that that mixture is all homogeneous and nice and ready to go. And we also have some salt. This will be 4 tablespoons of salt. Now, what we've done is we've already roasted our potatoes and our pumpkin. And you want to work with this fairly quickly while it's still warm. So we take our potatoes, we wash them really nicely. We're going to put them in some aluminum foil, wrap them up nice and tight, and we're going to cook them for about an hour. Once that's done, we'll peel them using a towel so we don't burn our hands. And then we'll take the pumpkin out. Pumpkin should take about an hour also to roast, and just put it in whole. Don't even worry about cutting it, chopping it up, or anything like that. Place it in the oven, 350, 1 hour. Comes out, you can quarter it up, just like this, and we'll go straight into our food mill. Food mill is absolutely necessary for this dish. Thank you, Bob.
You're very welcome.
One last time.
Scrape the sides down, make sure you get all your good product in.
No doubt. No sense in spending all this time making it if you're just going to waste it all.
Absolutely.
One
Smells
more.
Great.
And these are pie pumpkins. So they're the small little guys that you can get this time of year. Make sure you get the bottom of it all scraped off. Don't want to leave that behind. Now we'll incorporate this into our flour mixture.
What was the other ingredient in here as well?
Pumpkin, potato, flour, Parmesan cheese, and salt. Then we have 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk that's coming into play. Now that our potato and pumpkin mixture is in with our flour, Bob's going to go ahead and incorporate this. We're using a spatula to do this because we don't want to develop too much gluten, which is going to cause us to have a very chewy instead of a very tender dough. And now we will add our egg yolk and 2 whole eggs. So now we've kneaded it just slightly. The dough's come together. If all of the flour doesn't incorporate into it, that's perfectly all right. Okay, so just take it, form it into a nice little ball, and then we're going to work in small little batches. All right, take this, make a nice little cylinder. We have a lightly floured surface. We're going to roll this out where it looks kind of like a long snake. And you'll continue to do this, obviously, until you've used up all of your dough. So what we're doing is kind of getting air pockets out, so it's going to be nice and tender. It's not going to fall apart when we cook it, so on and so forth. And we're going to have a nice, lovely uniform shape with it. All right, now using our bench cutter, or pastry cutter, bench scraper, we'll cut on a bias nice little pieces of gnocchi. All right, we'll then take these, we'll coat them with a little bit more flour, and these will go right into a sheet pan or any type of container that you have, and can be frozen until you're ready to serve them. All right, so here are our gnocchi. They've been frozen now, nice and hard. We have some boiling water. It's been salted to give it some extra flavor. Go ahead and add those in. Now, gnocchi don't take very long to cook at all, especially when they're fresh like this. So as soon as they kind of start floating to the surface, they're done. You definitely don't want to overcook them. Some things that you can do with it, you can cook them like this, pull them out, go ahead and have a saute pan hot with some butter in it, and you can actually caramelize them, cook them a little bit so they brown up, which is pretty cool. Then you can add your sauce, so on and so forth, just like we're going to with this recipe. Looks like they're floating. Beautiful.
Wow, those are nice.
And we have a little bit of cardamom cream sauce right here. All we did was take some white wine, some shallot, and reduce it down with a little bit of cardamom, some star anise, until it was basically like a syrup. Strain that out. We add cream to this, reduce that down until we get this lovely consistency that we're looking for right here. All right, so we'll heat this sauce up with the gnocchi.
It smells really good. Nice and perfumey with the cardamom.
We have some scallion that we'll fold in, so we'll get a little bit of aroma from that and everything, add a little flavor, a little color to it. A little bit of butter for more flavor. And then we'll go right to our plate here. Alrighty. Thank you very much. This is pumpkin gnocchi with cardamom cream sauce. I'm Chef Dillon Snider with the Art Institute of Charleston for Post and Courier, and this is Bob.